I think in Holland it's more about the boxing and the kicking, and it's more complete in my opinion. In Thailand it's more about kicking, and in the boxing also boxing is not really boxing. It's only one punch, two punch. So I think that is the biggest difference. When kickboxing started in Holland, there were a few few pioneers who went to Japan to take the kickboxing from out of Japan. When they came back, they immediately started to gather karate gyms and everything to do kickboxing. And in the beginning, the events were like not evenly matched. Like the difference between the fights was too big, but something started in Holland, and then more and more gyms started to do kickboxing. And the big advantage in Holland is that Holland is a small country. So if you have to go from northwest to southeast, it's like 3 hours in the car. So in Holland is quite cheap to go to east to an event, while in other countries it's much more expensive. And since there were quite a lot of people doing kickboxing, and sometimes training with each other, even training with each other is no problem because it's not longer than 3 hours drive. So I think we made each other better like that, and I think that's why we're so good. Not really wars, but I know what you mean. Sometimes there's a little bit friction between gyms. For example, a few years ago they had Amsterdam against Rotterdam, and in the football, many supporters from other teams don't like Ajax. Okay, so because Ajax, they don't want to say the word Ajax. Then they say the beginning of the telephone number from Amsterdam is a 020. Okay, so then they say we go to. So when they say we go to Amsterdam, they say we go to 020. So and suddenly there was a fight between Amsterdam and Rotterdam, and it was like 0-0-1-0 because Rotterdam 0-1-0 against 0-2-0, and you know that's. I think that rivalry gives a good atmosphere and keeps us sharp. I was knocked out earlier that year, and nobody gave me a chance, and then I became champion. So that's my highlight of my career. Yeah, I think it's different from the K1, from the good period in K1. But it is what it is, and it's not bad. I mean, they're very good fighters. I think in the K1 period there were more fighters who could beat each other than there are now. Yeah, I mean there are fighters like Rico Verhoeven is okay. I'm not really his biggest fan, but he's a good fighter. There are a few lighter guys who I like to see, but the funny thing is, if you ask me now for names, I'm like, I really have to think who are the fighters who I go to the arena for. There are not so much. I coach a few fighters in Holland, and I'm doing many seminars like this. Most of the time I do it through Facebook or through Instagram is also okay, and my website is also possible, ernestohoost.nl.